What's up, banana bunch? Bunch? Bunch?
Welcome to the Junglejims podcast. What's up, Banana Bunch? You know what time it is. It's time for another episode of the Junglejims podcast. I'm your host, Mark. Welcome to the show. This one's fun this week. I've already got the deals out in front of me. I thought I'd go back to the paper one this week. Is it because my phone's charging off camera? Maybe. That's up to you. As always, welcome to the show. Thanks so much for tuning in. You know, I haven't said this in a while, but if you're listening to the audio version, I would love your support over at YouTube. I've got a bunch of contests. I'm doing giveaways over there. It's a really easy way to engage. It's really fun that if you see a bit here, or rather if you hear a bit on the show, it's a really easy way that you can actually check it out too if you want to watch it that way. But we make separate YouTube content, things of that nature. That's a lot of fun. Little shorts. We'll probably, honestly, a lot of your questions that got answered in the first 100 or so episodes of the show we'll sometimes answer again in the short YouTube comment, not comment, but content, which is a lot of fun. So we got some good stuff coming up here. You know, this is the we're in that post-Memorial Day hangover, as it were. We're not an actual hangover, but in regards to, I was like, oh my gosh, it's already Tuesday. I forgot about this. So let's dive into some deals, shall we? I'm really excited about this one here. You may have heard me talk about this on the show before. You maybe tried it here. BioSteel, it's a sports drink, sugar-free, all that good stuff. But they've got those in like these 16-ounce, I think they're 16-ounce containers. Let me double check before I say, yes, 16.7 ounces. So I lied in your favor. 7-ounce containers are 59 cents a container right now. They're over Natural Foods. I think they're really good. It's like, you know, think about it in any of in the hydration space. So similar to, like, say, you know, Gatorade, Hoist, Clear Cut Hero, any of those types of drinks. The flavors are pretty good. There's a blue raspberry one. There's like a rainbow berry one that I forget what it's called. It's just got a bunch of colors on the box. I think it is called something silly like rainbow berry. They're all pretty good though. So if you like that kind of thing, check those out. I got 3-day deals. You know about the 3-day deals yet? You probably do, because we've talked about downloading the podcast, excuse me, not the podcast, but rather the Junglejims application on your phone. So not only do you get access to all of our deals on the phone, you get to see this lovely thing that I'm reading off paper here. The ad itself, weekly ad, you can pull that up in there. You can see some of the deals early. You can learn all about that stuff. You'll see the 3-day sales. And guess what? There's app exclusive deals. So you can get an extra discount on things that just the regular average customer could not, unless they also download the app, which is very free. You don't have to sign up or anything like that. You just get it for supporting us. And you can watch the most recent episodes of the podcast easily right through that too. Thanks to John for adding that feature there. Appreciate you, John. On the 3-day sale game though, if you haven't had your fill of Franks yet, now's the time, because Eckrich Meats is out here offering both regular classic Franks and cheese Franks, and they're $1.49 a package. That's a good one. There are these pierogies that I'm actually, you know what, I don't know if they're good or not yet, but I'm going to try them today. I caught the deal earlier while I was walking through the store. I'm like, oh, bags of pierogies for $2.79. It looks, see, it's a 2-pound bag. Yeah, I'll find my way through that in a fun way. That one's really good. This is one I'm really excited about. Lou got in these. The brand is called La Pizza Italiana. It's going to be like grab and go style. They're fresh pizzas, a lot of different flavors. I made the cheese one the other night as a demo. I've still got the margarita to test out too, which I'm pretty excited about that as well. But it's surprisingly good. I don't want to spoil a pizza video that we made where I ranked all the different ones. But I will say that La Pizza Italiana was one that was on in our scale. It scored well. We'll put it that way. But those are on sale right now for $7.99. I would argue, from my own personal tasting, the quality of ingredients are dramatically better than that, especially at that price point. Like, no shade to the other frozen pizzas, as you'll see in the upcoming video. Not the finest thing, but anyway, the point is, it was very good. The pizza's been delicious. Like I said, I had the other one again. I love like the fresh ingredients on that stuff. It's hard for me to really get over my hurdle of not loving frozen food, because for so much of my life, frozen food was really low quality. And now there's all these like new freezing techniques, which make it a little easier for you to use better quality ingredients instead of ingredients that would just withstand the cold. And I think that's where I'm in that place right now. Let's see what else fun is on here. Oh, this will be a good one. Go back in seafood. Vaz has these breaded haddock fillets, which, if you're familiar, it's just a simple, very clean white fish. It's a fish that would be easily enjoyed by people who are afraid of eating fish, I think is a good way to put it. But those are $6.99 a pound, previously breaded, or not previously, but breaded for you. You don't have to do the work. Deals on San Benedetto Italian tea. That's 99 cents a container. Oh, I'll mention Hoist too. We've got Hoist for $1.49. If you haven't yet, I'm extending the contest just a little bit longer, but I'm doing a Hoist giveaway. We're going to give away 4 cases of their product. I think that works out to be, I think it's 12 in a pack. But anyway, you get a couple of their new black cherry flavor, and then they're going to let you pick some too. And even cooler, you don't even have to come to Jungle Gyms to pick it up like normal. They're going to ship it directly to you. So it's really easy. And the best way to do that is joining us on YouTube, subscribing, and leaving a comment on any of the videos about the contest. I'll be picking the winner from there. It's going to be exciting. Last bit of clerical news before I jump into the interview this week. International Beer Festival tickets are on sale and prices go up on June 1st. So you want to get in now. It's a really fun event. You've seen me out there before. We've covered it every year. It's always a great time. We love getting a little extra footage. I love meeting all of you out there. I would say go check out our videos that we did last year where I was asking people about their first time ever having a beer, their worst time ever having a beer, things of that nature. It's a fun series. And you know, I love messing with all of you lovely weirdos at the festival. So thank you for coming. And then for those of you who haven't yet, you have to. We have, at last count, it's just over 400 beers. I believe it was 100. It's over 100 vendors. Maybe don't quote me on the 100 vendors part, but over 400 beers to try. Domestics, imported stuff, and then obviously, you know, I say domestics, which covers this. But if someone will still ask the comment, like, does that mean locals? Yes, it's a domestics here. So yeah, it's like some of your favorite local breweries, all that fun stuff. It's the one of my favorite soft pretzels I get to eat throughout the year. It's a really good time. That one's up. And I think now would be a great time to mention this too, that tickets to another favorite festival of all of yours, the Weekend of Fire, is coming up, or they're available. The Weekend of Fire is coming up in August. Those tickets are available now. You can get all of this information at junglefests.com, or you can do it Junglefest singular. I'm pretty sure that redirects as well. You can buy the tickets right through there. If you do this, follow us on Eventbrite. We've been doing a lot of our ticket sales through Eventbrite. You can follow us there. It'll give you all kinds of info on upcoming events. You'll be alerted before pretty much anyone else, except for ardent supporters of the Jungle Gyms podcast, about upcoming events, tickets availability, all that kind of stuff. So that's a great place to do it. I saw somewhere coming up too, we have a murder mystery. It's a Golden Girls theme one. I don't think we're actually putting it on. I think we're just hosting the space. But I think it's cool that we do fun stuff like that here. And speaking of fun stuff that we do here, let's lead into this week's episode. So I love meeting interesting people. I love meeting people with a bit of a vision, especially if it's positively minded. So while this person is not necessarily involved in the food world, I would recommend you follow us both, like I said, YouTube Shorts, TikTok if you're into that, Instagram, all that fun stuff, because I'm going to post a bunch of this footage that we shot separately there as well. Because the gentleman joining me today, his name is Blesson. He is best known. If you have children, you probably know they know him as ViralTokens, as I saw when I spent an hour with him one day in the store, and every kid on the planet knew exactly who this guy was. Blesson is doing a really cool thing. He is like, you may have seen him in, you know, when I first told somebody I was doing an interview with him, one of my friends reaches out to me. She goes, oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure that guy came into our bar, did a handstand, walked down a flight of stairs on his hands, and then just vanished into the night. I was like, that sounds like Blesson. So I won't spoil everything, but this guy's got a cool thing he's doing. He's been doing handstands all over town, walking across football fields. The whole thing is just that he is just trying to bring a goal of positivity, awareness. He hates violence in his community, all that kind of stuff. And he's just doing something fun and cool. And he's a sweet guy. He's an incredible Chris Tucker impression. And yeah, I'm not going to do mine because it's not as good. But I think you should definitely check this out. It was a fun little interview. He's a sweet boy, which is so funny to say that about an adult. But no, truly, I always love when you have those moments because you're like, oh, here's like a genuine, nice person who wants nothing, who wants nothing outside of like things to get better, right? Like a great kid. So if you get the chance, follow him on socials. I'll have his socials linked down below in every version of, if you're listening on audio, if you're watching on video, whatever, it'll be there. And then of course follow us on social because you'll see a bunch of reels and stuff from this week. So in the meantime, let me introduce you to Blesson, who you may know better as ViralTokens.
Thank you. How you doing?
Dude, I'm doing awesome. And thank you for being here. First and foremost, thanks for reaching out to me. And I guess maybe I should have even revealed your real name right off the rip, but I think everyone knows you best as ViralTokens.
Yes.
Especially as evidenced from our short time in the store last time when we set this podcast interview up, where like every person I've ever met was just like, oh my gosh, ViralTokens, do a handstand.
It's crazy.
Dude, it was awesome. How does that make you feel when that happens?
Made me feel like energetic, excited, and influenced.
Yeah, that's cool. How did you start doing all this? Like, where did this come from?
I just wanted to do something that nobody's, like, I wanted to bring it back, but like nobody's doing it in our city. So
yeah,
tap into that and then do like more with trying the steps and everything else with balance. So anything with balance, I can do it.
How much training would you say you've put into doing handstands over the years?
I catch on really fast, so I don't know. I just
You just did it. You're like, oh,
can't do it, and keep trying though.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, I feel like that's a good theme of things too, right? It's just like take a swing, keep going up to plate, as it were, like you're in baseball, right? You know, you're like you just got to keep trying until like you either get great at it or you find that thing that really speaks to you. I thought it was cool that you were like, you know, when we talked about this the other day, you were just like, yeah, I just want to spread positivity.
Yes, sir.
That's so rare these days. I feel like you're right, like positivity in general. Like, was there something that happened to you that you really were like, hey, this inspired me to try to be my best every day?
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on in the city. I did want to stop the violence with this and bring our youth back to where it used to be, where they're fun. You know.
What do you think? Like, how do you think this will help them get back to it? Like, you know, I mean, what's really your goal here?
I don't know. I could probably try to do classes or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Look, I mean, as silly as this sounds, it's, you know, and I obviously I think I'm speaking maybe from a slight place of ignorance in this regard, but I think just going out and doing fun things for people might be enough sometimes to move the needle in the right direction, you know? Like as far as to be like, oh, we can... Well, you know, in life, there's all kinds of cycles, right? Like I look at it, like I see this sometimes at work, right? In a lot of places, I've generally been the fun employee. And you'd see this thing where you meet a lot of people who are just like stuck in this like rut of whatever. And there's systemic things on all kinds of aspects of life in general, right? Like nobody in life is getting paid enough, right? Like all these little things that just contribute to overall existence. But I think when people like ourselves start showing up and just start going like, you know, we can reframe this. We can try to do different things both in our community and for ourselves. I think that is inspiring to people. I'd imagine, and just judging from like the way the kids were reacting to you in the store that day.
I wanted to sign autographs.
Yeah, dude, that's what we got to do next time. We got to bring a bunch of like 8 by 10. We'll do headshots. We'll have the whole thing.
Yeah.
What's one of the biggest things you've walked down on your hands so far?
It is some bigger steps in Kentucky.
Yeah.
That you have to hope that you land. But I did it before, so it's like one, okay, you got the next one. It's a big hop, but
sure,
it's a challenge. I love the challenges. So.
Yeah, have you gotten hurt doing this before?
I have.
Oh, really?
But I know how to fall now.
That's good. Okay, so it's a learning experience for everybody involved.
Yeah, I'm glad. Well, I think I don't put that stuff out. You know, we put all clean because next thing you know, if I put it on TikTok, they'll try to flag it. So.
For sure, right? Yeah, TikTok's been kind of crazy about that recently too, where they're like flagging all kinds of stuff. I got like a product sample at a candy show we were at last week, and I got flagged for it being like paid content. I was like, this is definitely not paid content. I just was eating candy at a trade show. It's crazy. So I imagine the same. Like I'm afraid, and thankfully here there's not anything that they would trigger as, or rather catch as like violence. Yeah. So there's that part of me that is just like, I can't even imagine what you'd have to go through with that. Yeah, because like one little spill, which would probably get a lot of views, right. But I can imagine TikTok being like, shut him down.
But we're never alone, you know, in my Michael Jackson voice.
Do it.
You are not alone. I am here with you. Listen, I want to thank all my fans. You guys are so amazing.
A man of many voices.
I do a lot of voices.
Yeah.
So I could do Chris Tucker, 50 Cent to like SpongeBob, you know.
Who's some of your favorites to do?
My favorites to do Chris Tucker.
Yeah. What's Chris Tucker think about what you're doing with handstands?
Man, I think he's crazy, man. Like, I wouldn't be able to do that, man. He's flipping upside down. I don't know what kind of cops are getting involved with him. He's just doing everything, man. And I know he ain't smoking.
That's good. The audio listeners who are now officially convinced Chris Tucker is in the studio. That's so good, man. Oh, God. He's been in so many good things. I was just watching The Fifth Element the other night, and I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot he was great in this, too. Oh, my gosh, so funny. All right, wait, so we got Michael Jackson, we got Chris Tucker. Who's another one you like to do?
I could do, like, Patrick, you know, or SpongeBob. Hey, Mark, let's go jellyfishing or something.
I'm in. I got a Krabby Patty for you. I did bring something in for us to eat today if you want to try these with me.
Yeah.
So I got these every so often. I'll get samples sent to me in the mail, and I never know what they are until I open the box. So this one's just a box that said Flock on it. Mm-hmm. But I brought these in. So check this out. So they're chicken skin crisps. I think the pitch is they're kind of like pork rinds, but chicken style.
Okay.
But do you want to try them with me? Would you think maybe I could get a review from Chris Tucker or any of your other voices?
Yeah.
Obviously, I want your opinion as well. But
I got you.
Oh, and I'm going to break the bag poorly here. I'll let you try first.
All right.
Actually, this is going to be one of those fun. This happens a lot on the show where I'm getting bags and they don't open.
Oh, man.
That's so embarrassing.
An hour later.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Here you go, my friend.
Thank you.
Of course. Yeah, I'm glad you wore colorful clothing today, too, by the way. I appreciate that.
Why is that?
The wall's colorful. I'm colorful. It's on brand.
You're on the WJJI, man.
Dude,
what
well,
you expect?
I appreciate it. No, I appreciate it. It's like that one of those things where I think, I just dyed my hair recently, and I'm like, I haven't done that in 20 years. But it's that thing where I'm kind of like, I'm having fun, and I can express this through my wardrobe, too,
What are we doing to look? ASMR?
Oh, however you'd like. I'll let you lead. Yeah, give it to me. Today we're...
Damn, man. It's good, man. It's like a chicken. You know what this tastes like? The skin of a chicken. Take the skin off at Popeyes anywhere you want to do it. Take the skin off and chew it. Put it back in the fryer. This is what it tastes like.
This is why I wanted to have you in here. I knew we'd have fun in Philly. These are pretty good, though. Yeah. I'd eat this again. They come in a couple different flavors, too, apparently, so. Huh. I'm in. I wasn't sure what I'd think about these, to be honest with you. That's always the fun part, too, because, leading up, I'm like, hope it's good.
Well, if they don't eat pork,
Yeah,
chicken.
exactly. I mean, there was a comment that was made to me by someone when I saw that I had the box and I pushed on my Facebook or something. They're like, these won't go bad the way other chips will. I was like, what do you mean? They're like, well, it's just fried fat. It should stay crispy and probably won't taste as stale in the future like a bag of chips might. And I was like, oh, I'm in for something a little special like that. I will gift these to you, by the way, as part of the trick here. By the way, if you don't like them, don't feel like you got to take them.
Listen, SpongeBob knows this is nasty. Patrick knows that this is nasty. Mark, you even know this is nasty. But you have to flock,
Flock, yeah. Yeah, right, exactly. I've been waiting all day to say that one. They let him off the leash for a little bit. Oh my gosh. Yeah, last time we were here. Well, I guess I should say this while I'm mentioning this and thinking about it too. Hey, he's a talented musician. I can't think of his first name right now, but he's great. He stopped by the studio like a week or two ago. Nice guy. I get to meet a lot of musicians here too, which is a lot of fun. What I was going to say is that so we did shoot a bunch of little social media clips when you were here last time, which I thought were very funny. So, of course, I'll shout this out. Some you'll see on ViralTokens, and then some you'll see here. I'm saving just like one or two for the promo of this episode. But I'll have that. Make sure you follow him. It's really cool. And it's one of those things that, when I first started our TikTok here at the company, they were like, what do you think it's going to do? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not on it. I don't really mess with it at that point. And now I've seen how many people are truly invested in that platform and interested in everything that's going on. And seriously, we were together, maybe half an hour that day when you were here?
Yeah. And
you got stopped at least 10 times. Now, we did have a tour of kids in here, which I'm sure maybe helped a little bit.
Yeah.
But I know that happens to you a lot, right? I don't have as many followers as you on there, I don't think. And I get stopped often enough that I'm like, that's got to be cool. So you're making a difference.
I'm trying.
Yeah, I think you're doing great work.
I think that I should get signed by you. You should be my manager or something.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I wish I had any pull to help you. I'm like, yeah, dude, I don't know what I'm doing. I'd love to help.
Right?
I'm in the same boat. I'm like,
I work for Mark.
Get over here. Finish him. Mark wins. Fatality.
Flawless victory.
Flawless victory.
Oh, my gosh. That's good. No, and that would be, look, if I thought I could do anything beneficial for you, I'd love to help, truly. I don't even know what I'm doing with my own career at this point, but hey, whatever I can, I told you that. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, too. Yeah. Anything I never do to help. Now
you
brought
are the
up
face of Jungle Gym. How do you feel about that? When I walk in, I'm like, where's Mark?
Dude, first off, I very much appreciate the love.
Yeah.
It's funny for me because I still see Jungle as the guy, right? So to me, I'm like, this is his baby. And the way I always think about it is there's this giant T-Rex footstep and I'm just like the little baby dinosaur that's trying to fill the footprint a little bit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because they've given me a lot of creative freedom and just a lot of confidence in general to be like, hey, we think that you're the guy that knows what he's doing, so let's do it. It's a testament to both them. I apparently am just spitting flock chips all over my microphone. Gross. I have no idea what I'm doing. No, so anyway, to answer your question though, it feels cool. It feels cool that you all see me that way too. Yeah. And I'm just trying to be like, oh, I'm just grateful, as corny as that might sound, you know? I've been trying to do something in entertainment for 25 years probably now. So who knew that I'd get my break in a grocery store, you know?
Yeah.
It's cool though. You know, I get to try fun stuff. Cool brands get to hit us up. So it's like, I feel like you got to be close to that and having people hit you up for that kind of stuff too, right?
Kind of.
Yeah. Well, this is how we start. You guys should tip. There's 2 cameras on it. That one's on you. This one's on me. You all should reach out to these types of people. And look, I think we're in an interesting place where a lot of businesses are looking for like what they call micro-influencers like us. Yeah. But to me, they're always doing the same thing. It's always just like someone like, I went to this place. And look, there's a place for this. Don't get, it's no shade. But it's just like every video I see when they get a micro-influencer is all kind of the same. Where I'm like, to me, you're doing something unique and weird that like is fun, right? I mean, when I posted a clip, I posted one of those short clips, or you posted one from that day that we hung out. Oh, yeah. One of my friends commented like, I think this is this guy. She works at the Highmark. It's, I think, like a bar and restaurant somewhere. And she's like, this guy came in, hopped up on his hands, did a bunch of handstands and shit in the office, walked out the stairs, downstairs, and left. And we were just like, I don't know what the hell just happened, but that was cool. And then she's like, is this the guy? I was like, I don't know, but I would guess you're the guy, right? So it was cool to me, even like in like, you know, just to, mind you, this is like my small personal page where I'm just sort of like doing my own thing. Right. To hear somebody go like, oh, I actually, this guy looks very familiar. I think he was at our restaurant doing handstands. I was like, that's awesome. And I told him what you were trying to do, and she was like, this is a really cool, again, a cool cause. I think a lot of us are like on board to support you how we can.
Yeah, I'm just breaking ice.
Dude, we gotta get you at some of these. I should introduce you to some of my music friends too, because it'd be fun as hell to have something. I don't know what the angle is, but I should get you connected in that circle and just see if this is something that would be fun. Because like I could see these shows. Maybe you're the MC. Maybe you and Chris Tucker are the MC that night, right? Maybe you're doing a handstand thing between it. Whatever. I mean, who knows? But
maybe I could DJ it. I feel like I'm a producer.
Yeah,
because I can be like DJ Mark. Dang, son, where'd you find this?
Dude, listen, it was all on Dat Piff, R.I.P. though, right? I was like, this is where I found this is where I've released all of my good mixtapes.
No.
Oh my God, a crippling loss for the community though. Think about that.
Listen, what y'all need to do is tune in to Mark, man. He's on every day, every night. Every time you think about food, you just call him up, man. Listen, I tell you, I'm from New York, Queen, you know, New York, Queen, yeah, Queens, Harlem, wherever I'm from. Listen. Y'all tuned into the best, man. I don't know who Ja Rule is, but listen, they ain't got nothing to do with this show. We are handstanding it out today, man. Today is the day. I have a dream.
I love that you've gone from 50 to MLK. Oh, that's the clip. Using that one.
I went from Obama. I want to know why you looking so fly today.
Well, I knew you were coming down. I knew you'd be colorful too. I had to wear the Nightcrawler shirt.
I had to tell my wife to stay home. You know.
Oh, that's so good. What else are you into? What else gets you excited? Tell me something fun about you.
I edit videos. I love to edit videos.
Yeah.
The handstand out of nowhere. Okay.
Right.
Everybody's all shopping or something, and then, Mom, look. I like that.
Yeah. I won't spoil it, but I do have a favorite clip you did for us when you were here. Yeah. I'll let one of us just tag us in the post. It was, you know which one I'm talking about? Probably. The eating one's funny, but I would spoil that one. Okay. But it was the very last one we did in the cash register line. That one was good. That was my favorite, where you were purchasing upside down.
That's nice.
Dude, it had me weak. And they were talking about it up there for days. You're like, so who's that guy? And I was like, I think, and they were kind of also, they do that thing now where anytime I bring someone like you, when any people are like, oh, ViralTokens do that. You know what I mean? When they were doing that whole thing, everyone here was just like, who is this guy? I was like, oh, you got to follow him. You got to see what he's doing. It's fun. It's weird. Again, it's fun and weird. And I love that. I was like, when you first hit me up.
Weird is a change that nobody's used to.
Stepping outside the box. And people take the word weird as a negative word. I don't view it that way at all, nor do I ever mean it when I say it that way. It's just, it's off the norm, right? You know, people want to do, like, again, it comes back to my whole cycle thing, right? Like, everybody's just kind of in, even if it's not a bad rut, but you just have your routine or whatever it is. But then, like, you get someone like you that's like, what's he doing? Push-ups outside of the big cheese?
When I get mad,
Yeah.
I go to a football field and I'll walk
Really?
with my hands.
And that brings you a little peace?
That does, but then it's like, that's what I get. Like, I'm beating myself up saying, hey, let's have a better day.
Yeah.
But that's the challenge I like to keep on. It's like an exercise, but I'm basically exercising without the gym. So
Yeah. And you can kind of do it anywhere.
take it out on myself.
Good. Well, I mean, it's a hard thing. I think more of us need to do that.
Yeah.
Not in a negative way, but like in a, hey, how can I be better tomorrow?
Push yourself, yeah.
Exactly. Can you do a whole football field?
I could do 70 yards.
That's still a ton.
30.
Most people can't walk 70 yards, let alone on their hands.
You're right. But still.
Oh, that's so funny.
But I've been seeing a lot of stuff. I might be having something to do with some of these gyms. I'm going to have something tied around my waist and walking with it, or some weight or something. I don't know. I'm trying to mix it up. So.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Well, that's if nothing else, that's going to get you stronger.
Food up and I eat and walk and eat.
Oh, that would be cool.
I'll be like a walking handstand walking dog.
Oh my gosh.
Told you I could sound like anything.
I love it, dude. I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. I'm ready. If I had prepared, I would have had a whole list of quotes. I should have done that too. I'm like, all right, here's a few things I'd love to hear Chris Tucker say. Your Chris Tucker impression in particular. All of them are good. That one was really a standout.
I was at the Arby's. They was talking about who can do this voice for the Arby's. I said, let me do it. Arby's, we have the meat.
It's over. Listen, Beyonce ain't with me right now, but it can get Bobby or Whitney right now. I'm trying to tell you, pipe down. Hove.
All right, now can I hear Hove order at the drive-thru?
Listen, I like some mashed potatoes, grapes, eggs. I want a chevron plate. I want everything I ask. Please, can you give me something like Mark said? X marks the spot in Mark's hair. Mark's hair.
Oh my God, that's good. Oh my gosh, do you spend a lot of time working on the impressions, or they just come to you pretty naturally?
Natural.
Yeah, isn't that weird how that happens too?
Yeah.
I used to do more. I haven't done as many in recent times, but I'll have those moments every so often where it just
I have those moments. Okay, go ahead.
No, you have those moments.
No,
where
I'm sorry.
just,
Go ahead.
No, please, no, I'm not.
No, I'm trying to hear you out, man.
No, I was gonna say though, but you have those moments where they just come out, and you're like, oh, that's it.
Moments when they just come out, and you're like, oh. I know.
Bring my energy back.
I can slow you down a little bit.
Yeah, it's like I'm pushing through the jelly tunnel.
There
you know. Well, of course, I need to make sure that we get. Pardon me. Where do you want people to follow you the most? I spend most of my time watching you on Instagram, if I'm being honest, but I would like to know better.
Instagram's the best place to go.
Yeah.
Because I get more people to answer their DMs more than if you was to be on TikTok or anything else.
Yeah, I think that Instagram seems now like probably one of the more user-friendly platforms for us as like the people posting the videos too. TikTok's got a few too many buttons for me to click. I think that's how I can tell I turned 40. Is I was like, oh.
So I had a question for you.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Instagram, and I knocked on your door and said, hey, I do handstands.
I'd be like, show me a handstand.
Oh, okay.
I had a guy do it. I have to find the clip.
So
I had a guy try that with he was a yo-yo guy. And he just walked in. I was like, bullshit, do a trick. And he's like, and then he started doing a bunch of tricks. I was like, hold on, let me get my camera. And then I got a camera and we put him on TikTok. I was like, you never know. And it was one of those days where I was literally just like trying to go to the bathroom. You know, I was like done with something. I'm walking out. And this guy's like, if you ever need a yo-yo guy, I was like,
the internet made a big change then to people who just coming up front and saying, look, I can do this. Then you can see the history or the resume. Like, hey, you are.
Yeah, you're that dude. I have a lot of people that'll come in here and do that. And so, I mean, Instagram just made it easy where I was like, I don't know, I'm open. I'm on board for the most part. I'm like, if you have a unique skill, I'll say this right into the camera. If you have a unique skill or talent you think that should be showcased, please podcast at junglejims.com. You can slide into my DMs on Instagram, TikTok, whatever. Probably, I think I'm with you that Instagram is probably the best way. I don't usually have the Jungle Gyms Instagram accessible to me directly, but they tag my personal page. You can reach out to me on there because I'm serious. I always want to meet people. Like I look at this like, what's the fun in having a platform like this if everybody doesn't get to play, you know?
There you go.
And you were like, yeah, I do these fun things. I'm like, I clicked on like 2 videos. I'm like, yeah, this is a great time. Come on in, dude. We'll figure this out. And then, I will say you did experience one other problem with knowing me, which is that I am telling you to DM me, but also know that I might miss the occasional message. Not anything personal, of course, but it just, you know.
He's too celebrity. Hi, Mark. How you doing? I didn't say that.
Hello, Blesson. How are you today?
I am doing okay.
We'll do the rest of the podcast in this voice.
Okay. Starring in a brand new movie.
Yeah, right.
Kevin Hart. Jamie Foxx.
Kevin Hart, the world's tallest man. Now, if I were him, I'd be trying to push that agenda. He is very funny, but also it cracks me up to see sometimes. I was like, you are, I feel short, and then I meet someone that's like his height, and I'm like, oh, I feel like a giant right now. Maybe width-wise as well, but.
Hank really influenced me.
Yeah?
Hank from King of the Hill.
Oh, of course. How could he not?
Yeah, you can't laugh yet.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, Bobby.
Bobby. Hold on.
How did Hank inspire you?
Well, he told me, listen, Mr. Wilkerson, I know you could do those handstands, but you gotta do it outside. I don't want you breaking nothing inside my house. And Bobby's supposed to take out the trash last week. I can't even get him to do a handstand. So how would this work, Mr. Tokens? Oh.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, like, oh, Dad. That's my best Bobby Hill I can do. And it's close to my SpongeBob, which is just making that noise again.
Right.
Oh, my gosh.
It's crazy.
I love King of the Hill, though, for real. That's like one of my all-time favorite shows.
Oh, it is.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I don't know why. It just hits on so many levels for me. It's like the right amount of funny. It's not very mean-spirited. You know, it's still, but they still get the comedy across. There's good satire. But at the end of the day, they usually have a pretty positive message, too, which is like, be good to people. Like, that seems like to be the kind of a good through line of the show, you know?
And take out the trash.
Yeah, exactly. Take out the trash. Yeah, and don't overcook your steaks.
Oh, man.
That's really what I learned. I'm like, yeah, taste the meat, not the heat or whatever. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. We crushed this. Do you feel good?
Yeah.
Awesome. What do you want to do next with life?
Okay, go ahead.
No, you ask first.
No, the soundboard. Is that a soundboard or something?
Yeah, so we're all plugged right into this.
Oh, you can. No, I'm saying like you could do voice like.
Oh yeah, there are. You know what's funny is since I've gotten it because I have it hardwired in here, you can update this on the computer and you can upload your own sound effects to the little sound pads too. But yeah, it's just one of those things that it would require me to disassemble the entire desk, which I just really haven't bothered to do yet. I'm like, one day I might do it, but I never end up using them too often. So maybe I get a sound recording of you at some point and put it on there.
I got you, man.
And I'll just be like, hit the Tucker button.
Dang, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, man. Y'all on the jungle gym with Mark. Greg not here. We just having a good old day. We vibing out, y'all. What y'all expect? Y'all got peanut butter, no jelly, Kool-Aid, no sugar. Y'all ain't never got nothing to match.
This is a good day. I'm glad we did this. So to make sure I recap, ViralTokens on Instagram, right? And also same on TikTok as well.
Yes.
But Instagram's probably the best way to get a hold of you in the meantime.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Where can we find you next? Do you have anything coming up that we can expect to see you doing handstands at?
Today, I'm about to go back to Mount Adams. And
okay.
The guy that he's on Instagram and it's from his Mount Adams page, and he hit me up and said, "Yo, there's more steps." So I'm about to go.
Oh my God, I think I know exactly which steps too.
Said,
oh, good luck, buddy.
Yeah.
Please send me the video from it today.
I got you.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God, oh my gosh, that's gonna be a tough one. I think it's a lot of steps, a frustrating amount of steps. I wouldn't want to walk down them normally.
I try not to break an arm.
No, you won't.
I say break a leg.
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Please don't. Oh my gosh. Blesson, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks so much for coming in today.
Oh yeah. Anytime.
Dude, seriously.
Bring me tomorrow, man. Matter of fact, give me on Friday. That's what you can give me. Every Friday, we here every day. Friday afternoon, anytime, man. I got Mark with me, man. It's everything. You know what? This girl gonna tell me, can I call her? I said, I'm gonna call you. But if you come out here, I won't call you. Okay? Don't ever come back here. Okay? I'm on the show, baby. You can't call me right now.
She's calling in right now. This is that frustrating moment where I realize I've lived long enough now to be Craig's dad. Just spraying the air freshener.
No.
I'm separating the herd from the people who remember Friday as well as we do. No, great classic. Can't go wrong. It's amazing. Well, I wish you the best as always. We'll do more fun stuff together for sure. I think we've got some festivals. We'll team up and do something fun with you later this year, I'm sure. And you're always welcome to come back unless I have something else going on, in which case, well, you're still welcome, but I don't know how useful I'll be.
So you don't have to get security.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't see no security in here. So good luck, man. I'm out of handstanding out there.
Well, thanks, Blesson. I'm glad we got to do that. It was a lot of fun. I'll tease a couple things that maybe we didn't talk about in detail. I got to feed him a sandwich while he did a handstand. He walked down a bunch of different ones here. There's way more stuff. Again, like I said, you'll see it in the promo for this week's episode. He's a good guy. So really, if you can, support him however you can. He just wants some followers. You'll like the videos. It's an incredible physical feat every time I see him do them. Just like, this is insane, literally. So again, congratulations to him. Thanks for joining me, buddy. On that, I think that's enough for this week, huh? We've talked a lot. You've heard me yammer a bunch. I heard you bought your tickets to the beer festival. I heard you bought some tickets to Weekend of Fire. Why can I not remember the names of our festivals while I'm talking? That's so embarrassing. It's so crazy. Yeah, it's really fun. We got a lot of fun stuff coming up here. I hope you all are as hyped as I am. This is episode 140. I can't believe it. We're like 12 episodes away from year 3. I feel like I should do something at 150. Maybe I'll wait till 200. I don't know. Maybe we'll just have a pool party. I threaten it every year and then I go by myself. I think it's because insurance probably won't let you all go. But that's another story for another time. On that, I'm going to wrap this baby up. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for supporting as always. And in the meantime, I'll see you out there in the aisles. The Jungle Gyms podcast is recorded in the WJJI studio inside Jungle Gyms International Market in Fairfield, Ohio. The Jungle Gyms podcast is produced and hosted by Mark Borison.